What's up, guys? Grab you a cup. So, got something I want to show you and kind of give you a little chat about today. Force multipliers. So, for the armed prepared citizen, force multipliers can be a huge thing. They allow you to do just what the term implies and enhance and multiply your force given limited or existing numbers of, be it people, equipment, levels of technology, so on and so forth. So anytime you can get something that ups your capability, that's always a good thing. So in this particular case, what I want to talk about is thermal sights. So without trying to get into too detailed of a definition, because honestly it would take too long, and it's also kind of outside my wheelhouse when you get into the details of it. But basically a thermal optic detects the temperature of things and shows that in contrast so you can see things that are hot versus cold, such as living things, people, animals, heat sources, etc., versus colder things, trees, bushes, plants, dirt, whatever. One of the things that's a great force multiplier is night vision, such as this PVS-14. Now, night vision is arguably very capable. It adds a lot to your capabilities and hence is a force multiplier. It does have drawbacks and limitations though, and you have to know how to properly use it to get the most out of it and understand what its limitations are. For example, night vision is really only useful, as the name would apply, at night, and you generally need some form of light source, be it moonlight, starlight, something like that. In absence of those, you have to provide an artificial light source via infrared light, such as a handheld infrared light, a weapon-mounted infrared light, something along those lines. The downside to those sources of light is that anyone else with night vision can see that light source. So it can be a valuable tool, but there are pros and cons limitations. One of the good things about thermal is that not only can you use it at night, you can use it in the daytime, you can use it in bad weather. It doesn't require a light source. Literally no one will know that you're using it because there's nothing for anyone else to see that would indicate to them that you're using thermal. So for the armed prepared citizen, that can be an extraordinarily big force multiplier. The downside to thermal is, for really good stuff, it's typically not cheap. Okay, this is one of those items that's up there in the price range, I'm not going to lie. But you do get a lot of capability with it. So bottom line up front, would I recommend it for somebody that's just getting started trying to get, prepared and set up? No. Just due to the cost. There's so many other things you need to have besides thermal. However, those of you that are fairly well set up, and if it should fall within your budget, thermal is something you might want to look at for a whole source of reasons that, I'm not going to try to get into all of them here. We'll be here all day long, right? But the one I want to specifically show you today is this one right here. This one is from Armasight. Now this is their contractor model. they have a number of different thermal options available. They have standard handheld models, they have weapon mounted models, and then a couple of different ones within each of those. This particular one is a weapon mounted model. It is designed to be mounted on your rifle, and the way it works is you simply, it comes with the mount, by the way, and it's a quick detach mount. Most of you will recognize the brand, and you just simply push it on and it locks on to the rail as such. And it is good and solid and sturdy. To take it off, you simply push the button at the front and off she comes. Now, you can always use this as a handheld version if you wanted to. But again, this one's specifically designed to be mounted on the weapon, and it's got a couple of features in it that your standard handheld one might not have, such as it's got a couple of different aiming reticles, your ability to zero it on your gun, so on and so forth. Now, I don't have all the details on it memorized yet, and I've been playing with it for a while, so I'm just going to hit it off their website, that way I don't forget and tell you anything wrong. And of course, things always have to happen whenever I get in the middle of recording the video, but we're not going to edit it and do it again. We're just doing it for real. So, you've got multiple color palettes, i.e. like white hot, black hot, rainbow, sepia, so on and so forth. You've got 8 different reticles. You've got half MOA adjustments on the reticle for sighting it. Quick detach mount included. This particular one also will record video and take still photos. You've got capability of a USB video stream, Wi-Fi video stream, Bluetooth hookup on it. Works with both Apple and Android devices. You've got a USB-C interface for connecting it to your computer and such. Inclinometer, levelometer, a graphic compass, picture-in-picture mode, angle cosine indicator, your battery status indicator, so on and so forth. So it comes with a nice case and all the attachments and stuff in there. It runs off of 2 CR123A batteries, common battery, most of your flashlights and stuff use it, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to try to roll in some video footage, and I might do it here or I might put it at the end, I'm not sure yet. I'll do that when I get to the editing point of this. So be looking for that somewhere in the video. I've been playing with it for, like I said, a while now, and just before anybody asks, yes, Armasight did send it to me. No, I sadly do not get to keep it. I have to send it back to them. Sad days. And the reason I say sad days is because I have come to absolutely love this. It works phenomenally. So in addition, I mentioned the different settings as far as like black, hot, white, hot, rainbow, etc. There's also multiple different modes, such as a indoor mode, a woods mode, a general mode, and 1 or 2 others that will alter everything inside depending on your environment. We have played with this amongst myself and some family and friends for a few weeks now. It's good stuff. Very clear image, good heat detection, all those things you would expect. Just like any other thermal though, there are limitations to be aware of, such as glass does a wonderful job of rendering thermal pretty much a moot point unless something's actually touching the glass. Another thing that we found works really good in our area are our extraordinarily large and thick palmetto bushes with the big huge palmetto fronds on the ground. Unless you're actually touching said palmetto fronds, they do an excellent job of blocking your thermal signature. So little things like that to keep in the note. Even as awesome and advanced as it is, there are still things that it can't do. Now, what I like about it for the armed citizen, and I'll get into a couple other things in just a second, is the ability for you to use it, let's say hypothetically, as a security item. You can take and scan areas every once in a while and see things that you otherwise might not be able to see with your naked eye. Again, heat sources, etc., and determine if what you're looking at is a human or an animal or whatever. So it adds a lot of that capability. You may be able to hear something but not necessarily see it. You might not be able to see it with night vision, but with this, day or night, you would be able to see it and, oh, that's a deer or a squirrel or whatever making noises in the bushes. Oh, that's a two-legged varmint over there in the bushes. So you get where I'm going with that. On this particular model, you've got your focus adjustment up front, your diopter adjustment in the rear. You've got your two knobs up here that are all your controls. These both zero the reticle and go through all your different menu settings, so on and so forth. This is your power switch. You've got on the side over here with really good waterproof caps and O-rings on there. I believe that's part of your zeroing adjustment. I haven't put it on the gun and zeroed it, so I can't talk too much about that particular part. Over here is where your batteries go. Again, two batteries in there, and that's also where the USB port is at. Again, it's all sealed up and watertight and all that good stuff. And you've got a short piece of Picatinny rail over here that you could put something like a little micro holographic red dot or something on to use as a aiming point to get on point if you want to look at something off in the distance. Instead of looking through here and trying to find it, you can just get it set, pointed through there, and then go over and be pretty much on target. So good option to have there. I believe this is removable because there's two screws right there you can take off if you didn't want it on there. Let's see. Oh, like I said, it comes with the bag and all the attachments and everything, and then you get your manual. The manual is actually really good. It's not like a thick, complicated book, but it does give you very good breakdowns of the menu settings and how to go through them. Very, very simple and explanatory. So in that regards, yeah, they did a good job on that. I know that might not seem like much, but it seems like everything nowadays, you either get no manual or a manual that doesn't tell you anything, or it's the polar opposite. You get a manual that's like a novel that takes you freaking 2 weeks to try to read through, and even then after reading through it, you still don't understand half of what the thing does. So kudos to them on that. I know somebody's going to ask in the video, this particular model is $5,800. So like I said at the start, this is not cheap, okay? This is some serious hardware, but this is also a very weatherproof, rugged, serious piece of equipment. It is not a toy, for lack of a better word. So again, it adds you a lot of capability, but that capability comes at a cost, so that's just something to be aware of. Do I think it's worth it? Yeah, I think it is. I think considering the capabilities that this has got, I think it's very much worth it. Again, Armasight's got a number of other options. I'll try to put a link in the description box to their website, and you can go check out all the different options that they got. So if I haven't already, I'll try to roll in some footage recorded with this here at the end, and let you kind of see what it looks like, how you're looking at different things, and so on and so forth, and we'll give you a few more thoughts on that. So in closing out, before we get to that part, if this is something that fits within your realm of desires and finances and in your plan, give Armasight a look. It's definitely not low quality junk at all. It is a seriously good, I would say, military grade piece of equipment. Let me retract that. In a lot of ways, this is better than military grade, because military grade doesn't really mean anything except somebody was the lowest bidder on a contract. So I hate using that term because it doesn't always mean that something's good. This is good. It's better than your lowest bidder on a military contract. It's like that. So anyway, I think I covered everything, guys. There's a lot to go on this. It works. It works really well. And if you know how to properly utilize it, it can be a big, big force multiplier for you for all kinds of reasons. So again, check it out. Armasight. Really good thermal optics. I'll roll in the other stuff here, and then I'll close it out afterwards. But as always, you guys take care, stay safe, get out there and practice, train, and prepare. I will see you later. Hey guys, just a quick point of note real fast. Yeah, so I didn't have my glasses on and I had a brain fart moment. I believe in the video I've said on the side right here that was part of the adjustment for zeroing the reticle. Yeah, no, I had already mentioned that that's what you do with your turrets up there. That's actually the covered port for the USB connection. So, you know, brain fart part on me. Just wanted to clarify.